I don't think it is just me today. Uh, no Sam. I'm currently logging into my Instagram account because I changed the password, so I got logged out so I can post that this is happening because I feel like a lot of our usual audience is Sam people. So if you're here, mwah, thank you. Let's see. Just me. Nope, that's not how you spell me today. No Sam. Sad face. But WIP Wednesday is still happening on my channel now. I'm on live for some productivity sprints. I have my long nails on and it makes it so difficult to type, but it's fine, especially on my phone. Alright, let's do hashtags. No, I'm not a hashtag girly. I know what's good for the channel and stuff, or for posting the more production on the eyes on the post. But I feel like I would I don't know what hashtags add for maximum hashtaggery. And I would be worried, just be like, hashtag writer, hashtag girl boss, hashtag queen. Like, wouldn't actually put this hashtag. Well, I put the writer one. But for the rest of them. Also, I need to post on my Instagram so much more. It is all just clouds of WIP Wednesday. So yeah. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Oh, I should hit play on my little timer thing. At least this is WIP Wednesday, so there's less time for me to just sit here alone and talk to myself. Or maybe that's sad. But it's fine. Currently I'm looking into world building a lot because I think I talked about this on the Monday stream and probably last week and stuff. But I want to flesh out my world more because I have it takes place in an empire, so there's a whole bunch of different cultures, and I want to figure out how to have those cultures and what they are, and so it's not just like medieval Europe, Britain over and over and over again. I don't even want my main culture to be medieval Europe. I want to be kind of medieval Europe because that is the most I'm familiar with. But I do want to combine it with some other stuff of my own creation, question mark, little asterisk there, because I'm not sure where the line is between incorporating stuff from other real world cultures versus because if I pulled something out of my ass, oh, let's do X. And X is actually a thing that happens in real world cultures because whatever I come up with probably does or has in the past, because the world is a massively diverse place with a lot of things that have happened because humans have been around for a bit. It would just be should I research how it is when it actually happened? Or should I stick to my own coming up with? So that's kind of where my brain is at recently, is trying to figure out what I want to do culturally. I know, and rather than and incorporate why that culture and that kingdom right next to the why kingdom B next to kingdom A is so vastly different, even though what climate and history factored into them being so different versus kingdom A. If they're connecting to each other, they should be relatively similar. But then you look at the real world. Actually, if you look at I don't know. Maybe I need like a poli-sci major in here to help me out, but or watch a lot of YouTube videos, which is what I'm doing. I'm watching Brander Sanderson's, like he has all those basically master classes, the lectures that he's taught at college. He offers them just on YouTube, which is great, a great resource. And I know I don't know if he's controversial or not, but he's everything he said is pretty good professory ness. And you can learn from someone even if you don't agree with them on everything. Um, so yeah, I'm watching his part one of his world building section, which is like lecture number 5. Um, and if the world building ones are good, I might go back and watch them all because I enjoy having YouTube playing in the background. And I'm currently in a bit of a dry spell looking for uh, writing YouTubers to have on in the background because I don't want like I'm not as live streams. Live streams are great, but as talking about the craft um, in a more lecture kind of format, um, or even just like, hey, this is my process. This is what I do. Are without a level of patronizing. Is that the right word? I think it is. That a lot of them have. Um, Finding that level of beginner writer, like once you graduate out of beginner class, and it's always good to learn the basics. Like right now with world building, I don't think I'm in the basics. I don't really know, but I want to like more in depth, like crafting, or should I just? Is this something I should just figure out on my own or what? So I don't really know. But it's what I'm looking into. And on that note, the first sprint is starting. So yeah, let's do that. Hush, my friend. That is the end of sprint 1. Yeah, I would ask, how did everyone do? I don't know who's here. I dorked around for a lot of that. I wrote this much. I'm trying to write a bard's like speech story thing, and I got through like a chunk of it, and there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just like lines that I wrote, like literally just like dash, because there needs to be some fantasy word for something in this world that I haven't come up with. And if I like pull something out of my ass while I write, like here right now, I'm gonna come up with the most stupid term. In my last series, the like special like type of person that like influenced fate and stuff was called a Deracaro. The character that was a Deracaro was named Derek. Yeah. Thanks, 11-year-old me, or 12-year-old me, probably. You did so good. So good. Great name. I think it was meant to be a temporary name, and then I just never changed it. So I can't do temporary names because I'll get attached. And I had like jokes about it in universe. Like someone was like, "You're a Deracaro" to him once. Once it was like a reveal, and he was like, "My name's Derek. Easy mistake." So I'm not allowed to use temporary names for things. Currently, we have a dash. Yeah, I'm guessing Fox that CB was to that, and yeah, I'm aware. It was 10 years ago that I came up with it. I never changed it, but I mean, once the first book was out, I was 15, and I couldn't change it at that point because the book was published. So yeah, the joke was in the second book though, because I don't know if I even realized it till the second book. Because it wasn't spelled like, so it was Derek Derek, but it wasn't the Deracaro, was Deraca or Karo or something like that. But yeah, it honestly is hilarious thinking back on it. There was a while there when I was like 17, and I was like, oh, Jasmine is so stupid. This is so dumb. Like, I feel so dumb. And now I'm just like, that is so funny. Whether or not I was aware what I was doing, I don't remember. I feel like I wasn't until a while later. This is also the same book that I had a character named Ferren, Feren. Um, and someone was like, "Did you name this character after yourself?" Because my last name is Ferrenz. And I was like, "No." Because I didn't even notice it till the person pointed it out, and then after that it's all I could see. Yeah, so that was not my best moment. I'm just not good at naming things, like how I won't ever claim to be good at naming things, including like titles of things, like books or stories. Like, no, I need to think long and hard before I put any name to anything. Other than like characters. Well, Farron, I don't know. That was a character name I came up when I was 11, but still. Storm just walked in. I named Storm. Yeah, Storm again, Dark Lord of All. I stand by that name. Look at her. Doesn't she look like a Dark Lord of All? Yes, you do. Oh, best girl. But that's a Doctor Who reference. So I named my cat Fireball and Ash, or I named Fireball, because he's a little like fire type thing on his forehead. I feel like that works, and it's a D&D spell, and like 7-year-old me thought that was hilarious. 6 or 7-year-old me. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't name things, but it's fine. So yes, I haven't named the kingdom in my current novel or empire. I think I named one of the ladies, but it's a temporary name. her name might be Marina, and she's from a seafaring nation. I should change that. That is a little rough. Because Marina, like, yeah. So, hence why things aren't being named yet. But then I also realized, like, this bardic exposition blurb. Yeah, I know, Fox. It would work okay in a movie, I think, because it's supposed to be like the bard in the background talking as the characters enter the inn. Okay, bye, Fox. Enter the inn and then like get food and like settle down and like I don't know, eat some, and then they get like pulled in by the story. But I don't know how that will, because the story is like the only way it's not just blatant exposition, like dumb, is because I'll have a character reacting to it, and it comes up later. Like they meet the bard again, and he asks questions. The main character, whose name is Rai. That's not as bad. That's not bad. I mean, it means lightning. I think it's Japanese, and it has something to do with lightning or storms. And his magic is lightning magic. But that was on purpose. So who's the winner here? It's fine. Okay, so and then this is really rough because I can see a little zero, so I'm like, I'm not talking to anyone, but I'm talking to people on the replay. If there's anyone on the replay. Hi, people on the replay. Shout out to you. If I get famous and people are excited about the book and stuff. And they're like, oh my god, here's this footage of CB Ferrenz talking about the book before it even came out, and no one was listening. It's fine. Okay, so this is actually half for me. Just talking it out makes it easier. And this way, at least, is a camera, so I'm not just sitting in my room talking to a wall as a cat. Storm knows so much about my story. Like, she's an expert at this point. Probably knows more than I do. Okay, so in film, I think this scene would work much smoother because the audience would be hearing it, but visually there'd be something going on. And in this, even if I have them come into the inn, it's like the bard speaking. It'll still take up like a page or so of the bard speaking, and I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, don't tell the audience information that they should, like the character already should know. Like a example of that, it'd be like holding a pen, right? Or no, here. So I'm a character, or whatever. I'm talking to someone, and this is a shitty example, but it's just like the general vibes of it would be me going like, as you know, I'm left-handed, or someone telling me that I am left-handed, and that like, oh, okay, I can't really build off the left-handed thing, but yeah, it was like, oh, as you know, because you're left-handed, like when you write with your left hand and you're writing a pencil, the pencil smears across the back of your hand. And like, so the audience now has that information because we've communicated it, because someone said it out loud. But I would know that information already because it's my life. So it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a real world example. Like if I wouldn't say something to oh, for example, if I was talking to my friend, I was blah 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 blah. As you know, like, oh, the president of the United States like term is for 4 years. It'd be like, yes, everyone knows that. Why are you saying it again? Basically putting as you know, don't do that. And if it's like another term for as you know, also don't do that. There is like during his 4-year term, the president, blah blah blah, or over the next 4 years, maybe the president could blah blah blah. That'd be like a smoother way to do it in a real world function of that. At least I think. Where I'm going off of this, I'm worried having this bard say this like basically an origin story of the empire they're in. Would everyone know this? Because a way I could play it as everyone would know this, even though the audience would know it, like the reader versus the audience in book. So either my character doesn't know it because he's kind of from the bumfuck nowhere, but they only traveled like a couple days to where they are. Actually, they might have traveled like 5 days, but still, 5 days of walking is quite a distance. In this kind of world too. And like this is kind of a well-known bard. So why would a well-known bard even be in this area? There's other like kingdom stuff. It's along a main road. That they're traveling now. They've made it enough close to like the cities that there are roads rather than like dirt trails that we think the carriage won't break, even though they're not taking a carriage. But that's the kind of idea. So if he's the bard, which I'm pretty sure would make a woman, the bard, because bards are usually old men, and I just feel like they usually are old men, so I kind of want to make it a lady. Or not, whatever. The bard, their gender does not matter, is talking. Either they can get like booed off stage, like tell us a different story, kind of by the audience, but they like drop some nuggets of information that's like important to that Rye, which our main character listening to this wouldn't have heard before. And then when we meet up with the bard later, which is later in the chapter, Rye can ask questions. And so the audience and Rye can learn. So that would be, I guess, a way to like hint some of the world building and then focus it in on what's actually relevant to the book. So I might do that. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the rebound. Me explaining this. I also considered having the bard tell the story, but different from how people are used to hearing it. And be like, you're fucking wrong, like that kind of thing. Actually, we're still in here? Where the hell are you? Still in here, or sorry. Hi. I don't know if you guys can even see it. You can see his tail. Kind of like, hey, that's not how I learned the story. You're wrong. And the bard's like, no, actually, I studied this. Or maybe I'm out this far because I was looking over like old runes or old historical landmarks and records and stuff. And then be like, no, you're wrong. That's not how I learned it growing up. Like, who are you even, anyways? That could be a fun thing. Actually, I might compare those. Because having having a researcher kind of bard versus just I've heard this story a million times and now I'm re-saying it. Because I could have the researcher bard have gone out this far, because this far is in the direction of where the story comes from, to research stuff, and then us now heading back to the capital, which is where they're all heading, to share their findings with like the research institute or a bard school, or just to get it published or something like that. That could actually be very fun. And then I feel like that would divide a little bit more from the classical bard. Although I love a bard. Yeah. So it's kind of which direction do I want to go? Do I want to go a researcher or a storyteller, or both? But they could have like an obsession with the stories being true, which would be even funnier because I planned the story to be like it's kind of a joke, but having this like little snippet of this like origin story for this empire, I was thinking of this prequel of the break ended, which doesn't quite match up. Okay, the break is ended, but there is literally no one here. Yes, continue watching. So I think no, I'm not end the stream. Because I need to pack for moving to LA in 2.5 days, and I don't exactly want to be tossing about my underwear on the street. So I'm going to end us there. Yeah. WIP Wednesday will probably still be happening next week. Well, Sam will be doing it. I don't know if I will be there or not. Because I'll be in LA. But classes are supposed to start till the 16th, but I don't know what my schedule will be like, the orientation and everything. So yeah, kind of a letdown if this is my last WIP Wednesday, but it's fine until next year, next summer. Oh wait, no, I might have a job. Well, hopefully I'll have a job. Okay, on that delightful note, bye bye.